guys, I just got top 8 on Dutch Nationals playing Mannadium with Centur-ion. A lot of people were asking about some combos I did with the Calamity line, so today I'm going to show you a few combos I performed during the tournament. But do keep in mind, a lot of hands are interrupted by hand traps, so they will not always go through, but if you can just play from hand traps and play around the hand traps, you should be fine. But here I will show you a few basic combos and hopefully help you on the way. If you want to see the deck list, I have a link down in the description where I have shown my deck list on the channel of my friend. So let's jump right into it and you will see the combos here. So for the first basic 2-card combo, this is my main go-to combo if I open Dream Heart and Meek or any combinations of Dream Heart and a Galarium and Meek and Visa Starfrost, but if you open Visa Starfrost and Dream Heart it goes slightly different, so I will show you it after this combo, but this is the most standard combo, so let's jump right into it. For most people it's pretty standard. You just try to get the field spell, Meek and Dream Heart, or like a 15-21 and Visas in rotation, because from there you can just go any way you would like. So with Dream Heart we add Obsession, so we can destroy it later with the Meek we already had, to go into a Galarium. Then we have Meek to summon one from the deck, which then it can become a level 4, but it doesn't really matter because later in the combo we'll just destroy it anyways. Then we go Obsession to summon Visa Starfrost. It's better to summon it from the Obsession because if you get nipped, you still end on Chaos Angel, which we now make. But if you make it with destroying the Meek, you're forced to summon another Meek from the Meek that got destroyed and the Galarium. So then you're even more vulnerable to nip, so that's why it's better to go on this line. Then afterwards you go Astrolaut to destroy the Meek, and then you go Meek 1, Galarium 2, summon the 2 Meeks and make the Meek you summon from deck a level 4, to then go into Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon adds the spell, which you don't really need in this 2-card combo, but it's always nice to have as follow-up. And then you go summon Dispater, which then you can summon Visas back to go into your Scareclaw play, which is really nice. And if you summon the Dispater in defense, you can get a draw one from Raycard, which is always nice to have. Then you search the Arrival, of course, draw a random card, and then you go Trisukta for Amritara to search out the field spell, counter spell trap. I mean, then you have the option to use the second effect of Amritara to destroy the lighter to summon it back to search your second field spell for better follow-up, but it's not always needed because it's sometimes better to just keep the lighter in extra deck to have some different kind of follow-up. So here I just go search for another field spell, then I go Arrival, summon back the Ray card to then go into a Synchro 12, which being the Auxilla, which starts your Centurion engine to go for the field spell, and then basic stuff from there. You go field spell, send something for Trudea, then Trudea summons itself and plays itself together with Primera, and then you search for the Gargoyle, then you have the option to either make Crimson Dragon here already, or to keep it in hand and just go link those away into SP, and in the end phase set the Primera with the Auxilla, and then in the opponent's turn to summon the Crimson Dragon, which I prefer to do over now already making Crimson Dragon, because it's a slightly better end board with the same result. As I showed here, you can just make the SP Little Knight to banish the Astrolaut. It doesn't really matter the Astrolaut, but it's nice to have to shuffle it back with this Dispater for better follow-up, but it's not really needed. And that's about it. In end phase you have the Auxilla, putting back the Primera, so you can make Crimson Dragon in the opponent's turn with stand-up Centurion to go into King Calamity. And for when you open Reamheart and Visa Starfrost, you have to do the combo slightly different, so I will just quickly show you how I did it different in case when I only opened those two cards. But it's basic in the start, where you go into your place, make Crimson Dragon again, search the spell, and if you have the Chaos Angel in defense, you can still have to draw one from Rykard, which is always nice to have. Then you make the same play again as I showed you before, and you search Arrival and such and everything. And from here, normally you would have had the second meek because it got summoned back by the Calarium, but in this case we didn't have it. So we just use Synchro Rumble to reborn the meek which we didn't have, and then we can just play from there, get the reframing, and then Arrival, summon back the Rykard into combo. Difference now here is that you cannot make SP anymore because Synchro Rumble locks you into Synchro, so here again you have the option to already make Crimson Dragon, but I don't really like it because it loses you some of the follow-up you would still have, so I always keep it like this. So for this combo, it's the same combo again, Reamheart plus me, but now you have to pretend you got hit with a Dimensional Shifter, which is pretty common currently, so I'll just quickly show you what I do when I get shifted. It's pretty standard. It's not really standard, but it's something well known. You still go for the same stuff you do as without. You just go Obsession for Calarium. Meek still triggers even if it gets banished, so that's nice to have. Then you have a Meek on the board. Doesn't really matter if you keep it as level 4, level 2 or make it level 4, doesn't really matter. Calarium searches Visas, now you have to go Visas effect. And then you go Meek 1, Calarium 2 to summon back the Meek and summon back a Meek that has to be level 4. Then you go into your Scareclaw play to have an additional draw with Rykard and still end on the same thing. You go search Arrival, have a draw 1 for extra follow-up, which is always nice to have. But your follow-up is a bit weird because you don't have guaranteed follow-up in this combo outside of Dispater hopefully being alive, and you don't have access to the counter trap. Then I went with Rykard and the level 4 Meek into Axel Stardust, which I should have used the Reamheart for, because later on you can make Rykard and Visa Starfrost into Chaos Angel. But you can make Dispater. Dispater summons back the Visas to have another additional level 10 synchro, and if you kept the Rykard you could have made the Chaos Angel with Lights and Dark to also have some battle protection. Or if you want to, you could also make Chengying here, because you know their cards will be banished, so it will have an effect to banish one on the field basically. And so now for the last combo, I want to show you a one card combo, which is a bit weird because in the original one card combo you needed the destruction effect of Barone to have a level 4 Meek on the field, which you don't have anymore. But I still wanted to showcase a one card combo which is really fragile and only ends on King Calamity, but was still nice to know in case. So you just started out with the Reamheart again, search the Meek, then you go make your Amritara play, search Obsession or the Padarino, which in this case could also be a Calarium because you didn't use it yet. But it's basically searching your Visa Starfrost. Then you go for Scareclaws again, after searching the Visa Starfrost of course, to have the Rykard into Arrival again, which is pretty basic. Then you go into your Synchro 10 of choice, which after searching for a second Dracobia for your follow-up, you go for your Synchro 10 of choice. I chose Jinging because here you could make your Synchro 10 of choice with SP, which is normally what you would have done if you only opened the Rai card, but it's not really worth it anymore. But now you can go into Cross Sheep to reborn with the Astrolite. Normally here you would have had a meek you could destroy with the Baron which you normally summon, but unfortunately we don't have it anymore. So now what I did was use Meek and Changying to go in Axilla, to then go into Calamity at least, which is always nice as a backup plan as your one card combo, but it's really fragile and your follow-up isn't as guaranteed as you would hope to. But now it's pretty standard, you can go Crimson Dragon again, and that's pretty much the end board if you only open 3 Mart with some bricks attached to it. And there you have it, guys. Yes, those were some combos I used during my tournament in the Dutch Nationals. I was really happy about how I played the deck and the result, of course. And if you have any questions on different interactions or how to play through hand traps, you can always ask down in the description, in the comments, or you can always ask me on the Mannadium Discord group, which I'm always active on and ready to answer some questions you still have. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!